Before we get started, this isn't really about decluttering. It's about what happens when you stop avoiding something you know matters. And for me, that started small, just letting go of 10 things a day. And what I didn't expect was how much that small shift would change everything. There's a scene from Shawshank Redemption where Andy is chipping away at the wall of his cell, not with the bulldozer, but with a tiny rock hammer. And not because it's fast, but because the intent of it carries freedom. And we want that for Andy. He believes that something better is possible, even though everything around him says it's not so. And it reminds me of how many of us have overcome things, not by moving a mountain, but one pebble at a time, just like Andy. So as I venture into simplifying my life, I realize I have to return to that simplicity. And boy, is there freedom in simplicity. Recently, I started letting go of 10 things a day. Yeah, 10 things. I was in one small room in my place, and I started counting the things that were in there, and I was astounded. When I looked at it that way, I thought 10 things a day? It's like moving a pebble. So when I first started doing this, it was simple. And sometimes it's just a pebble, an old receipt that I don't need to hang on to anymore, a single sock in hiding, like the other one's going to show up after a couple of years. And sometimes it's a bigger rock, like an electronic gadget that I think is going to magically fix itself because it doesn't work anymore. Why do I hold on to this stuff? And this is what's interesting. As I go through 10 things at a time, it's more than just clutter that appears. It's hesitation, guilt, thoughts like, I shouldn't have bought this because I never used it. Or it could be, I spent money on that. And then there's other items that I bought for the newer version of myself. And sometimes it's more subtle than that, like coming across an old outfit, like the red power suit that I wore when I was 25, or the cycling shorts that somehow magically tell me that I'm going to be 35 again and do triathlons. Yeah, like that's going to happen. I'm holding on to old stories. Some studies suggest about 1 out of every 4 items in our homes are rarely or never used. And the average person spends about 2.5 days every year just looking for the lost items in their homes. And these statistics are in the show notes. When my mom and dad passed away back in 2017, it was about 3 months apart. And they left behind a house filled with things. And as I went through the piles, I could see all the stories they clung to. And there was a heaviness to that. I know I don't want to live with that weight. And I don't want to look at other things and cling to a younger version of myself rather than just being present to right now. And when I have all that heaviness around, I can't do that. That's what I learned from those piles. I also know this, that sometimes I hold on to things thinking it's responsible, like I'm being careful or honoring something. But when I spend time with it, I know it's anxiety. Anxiety that I might need it someday. And it's filled with fear of letting go. And it's a reminder of all this negative stuff, wasted money, admitting to buying something that didn't work. I'd rather be free. So that's what this new ritual is showing me. 10 things a day, one small decision at a time, one pebble. And if it's something that somebody else can use, I'm going to let go of it with love, where I donate it to a place that has purpose that fulfills me. And that's what this ritual has shown me. 10 things a day, one pebble at a time. And speaking of pebbles, sometimes the ripples go beyond ourselves, like our let go with love, pay it forward movement. So it's shout out time. Diane from Chicago just donated 3 boxes to the Family Shelter Service resale shop through Let Go with Love, paying it forward and helping someone in need in the Chicago area. And you can join the movement too. Once you box your items, simply print the label from the website letgowithlove.org and slap it on a box to pay it forward. And where Diane donated, the location is in the show notes if you're in the Chicago area. And as I mentioned in an earlier episode, most Americans have over 300,000 household items in their homes. And that's a lot of pebbles, probably a mountain of them. And all these little actions pile up quickly. And eventually we look over our shoulder and we see we've moved a mountain. And it definitely feels victorious and much more free. So what I have learned is that this let go of 10 things a day ritual isn't just about decluttering. It is about letting go with love, passing things on that we can, keeping things out of the landfills, and letting things serve somebody else that needs it. Another thing that it taught me is that there are many things I don't need to buy anymore, because I have